So, is there a project that you ever started where there was a real challenge that you and your team just ran up against, like resourcefulness issues? You're like, oh my gosh, we got to put on all of our creative hats, all of our resourcefulness hats. We got to make this work, but how?
No, I mean, change orders are constantly happening because once you start doing things, the homeowner might say, oh, well, what about doing this? Or what about doing that? We kind of have like scope creep issues. But, sometimes too, you're just never going to get it perfect. Even the house that I mentioned that we renovated that was worth 5 million before and 5.75 when I was done. The client and I had discussions about should I replace all of the almond colored switches in my house? Because when you paint walls white, almond colored switches really stand out. And
Oh,
the solution to that was staging. So you can't do everything. So you have to spend your money where it matters. You have to put it in the right places and just make smart decisions because nobody's looking for a perfect home. If they wanted a perfect home, they build a new build. But more than likely, all the things that would make it quote unquote perfect are probably out of most people's price range. So you have to get it in a condition to where you can give them something really beautiful to look at, like a brand new kitchen and some white walls. And a lot of times that can solve a majority of the problems that you have.
okay. So, and I've got my head stuck on the finance thing that you had and the money and all
Mhm.
that stuff. Is it better then to call you? Let's say that I knew I was going to sell my home in the next year, but I wasn't quite ready to sell it yet. Does it make sense to wait till the last minute and have you come in and do the final last minute touch ups? Or does it make sense for me to hire you now a year before I put it on the market to make sure that the house is ready? And then whenever I get that last minute whim, oh, today's the day I sell my house, boom, I can just put it on the market at that time.
Depending upon the scope of work, I usually ask my realtor partners to bring me in a couple months before. That way we can have the conversation. If for whatever reason it's a bigger project, it might be 2 to 3 months. But no, don't contact me a year in advance because then you're just going to live in it. And you're probably going to scuff up those cabinets and do, especially if you have kids or pets or whatever. So we do want to get it prepped and ready right before it goes on the market. So 2 to 3 months out is a great time frame. And sometimes too, like I walked a house with a homeowner the other day for a realtor partner who had a friend that was going to sell in a year. And they just wanted to understand they were handy. And so they said, hey, some things are going to be more than what they can do. Other things are going to be things that you can do. But I gave her a list. I walked the house and I was like, you need to paint this, this. Turns out she paints cabinets. She was like, I painted these cabinets. I'm like, they look great. You should paint these over here too. So little things that they can do, maybe swapping out ceiling fans and lighting fixtures and things like that. But other big heavy lifting things will come back in, but it's going to be months and months down the line.